Hey everybody, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Today we're looking at a Heritage Manufacturing Sattler mare's leg. Check this out. It is a very nice lever action 22 long rifle firearm. We're going to talk about it, so let's do it. There's something about lever action that is so much fun, and this thing is pretty cool, and it's priced right. Well, let's take a look at the lever itself. It has a very wide loop. The advantage there is that you have more room for your fingers, and when you work the action, the back of your fingers don't take as much of a beating. I have noticed. And then with gloves, it certainly helps to have that additional real estate. Hammer fired, obviously, but this is essentially, a mare's leg is a chopped down old Western rifle. So it seems. It's intentionally done, but back in the day, that's what they did. And it's a 22 long rifle with a 12.5-inch barrel. Now, the barrel is coated with black oxide. And with that 12.5 inches, you certainly get some velocity. But I really like the furniture. That wood grain is so nice. And you can see right there, it's branded Heritage. It has like an O around there, but it's Heritage Manufacturing. So perhaps that is meaningful to Heritage anyways. And then the metal here, it looks color case hardened as well as the back plate, but it's not. It's simulated color case hardened. So it seems to have the strength. It has the swishes and swashes of different colors that makes color case hardened rather special, but it is not color case hardened. The sight system has a very tall front sight, and they call this a buckhorn rear sight. Now, the buckhorn rear sight has a lot of space between it, but it does have a cutout right underneath, and you sink that front sight into the rear sight, even with that cutout, and you should be good to go. Check it out. We'll verify unloaded. Nice trigger action. Alright. Love lever actions. And if you're interested in getting into lever action, this would be a great starter gun to do it. Because the MSRP is in the mid 400s. Quite a bit less at the fin. Let's check out the magazine. A quick twist here, and out comes the rod with the follower. And you drop in 10 loads of 22 long rifle. Just drop them in there, and then you put this back in, and then just twist it again. You twist it towards you, and you can see that plate right there is also simulated color case hardened. If I didn't know it was simulated, I would have thought this was fully color case hardened. It has some serrations on the top of the receiver. The entire receiver is very cool. And I love the trigger action with lever action firearms. Now, this is a saddle ring, okay? So we're going back to the old Western days when they would lock it up with their horses or traveling across the plains. And it's very cool. It's a 12.5-inch barrel. Who in their right mind would go for something like this? Well, first of all, somebody who wants to get involved with lever action, which is a great platform, but also somebody that wants to use this as a training tool for a new shooter, because you extend your arms and you fire away, all right? And so a new shooter could learn from a 22 long rifle, which I believe is the best way to do it with a new shooter. 22 long rifle. Get them in the habit of aiming, relaxing, and pulling the trigger, and hitting the target will help a new shooter get where they need to be. Also, the light recoil is so nice. So you got the new shooter thing going, you have the budget price, you have the Western style, And people have told me who have owned this say it's a great shooter, and they love that action with the lever. It's a good looking gun. It's priced right, and you're looking in the mid 300s at the fin. And if you're interested in something like this, it'd be a good way to go. 22 long rifle gets it done. A lot of velocity there with that 12.5-inch barrel. You're looking at a pretty nice firearm that could get it done. I think it's cool, and I think people would enjoy this. I know I would. That 22 long rifle is awesome. Once again, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.